with Spiritual Image Productions on Blog Talk Radio and freeconferencing.com, establishing and maintaining right relationships through human values. Aloha and welcome to tonight's Intimacy, Tantra, and Relationships Psychically Fulfilled show. Tonight we have a whole panel full of people. So if you're interested in doing a sessions with us, of course you'll want to call in 646-716-4251 and just let us know what it is that you got going on. So tonight we have Laurie Lauritch out of San Francisco, California. Aloha, Laurie.
Hi.
And then we have Mica Monet out of Sedona, Arizona. Aloha, Mica.
Hello.
Aloha. And then we also have Amanda Romania out of Sedona, Arizona as well. Aloha.
Aloha. Hi there.
And thank you for being here and sharing your time here with us. Tonight we have a full-fledged evening awaiting for us. Tonight we're going to be reading out of Gabrielle Moore's book entitled Female Orgasm Secrets Revealed. At least I'm assuming that these excerpts are from her book. There's a number of excerpts that have been put out, and I'm assuming that this is one of them. But tonight we're going to be going over 12 Nights of Passion, and we're just going to be going over that and just kind of going just different things that might be of interest for people that might be they might find useful for some of their ways of just bringing back life to the relationship and so forth. So and then for you, those of you on the phone lines, if you have a question, if you want to raise your hand, we are going to be doing some readings and some sessions. So if you're interested in something like that, of course you can just let us know. In the meantime, I do want to give a shout out to all our underwriters. A big aloha to all our underwriters that help make this show happen from week to week, month to month, year to year for the last few years in a row. Beginning with Laurie Lauritch at www.femininewisdom.com. Sexuality Educator Laurie Lauritch is a natural teacher who will guide you on a journey that integrates both the ancient Eastern esoteric practices with discoveries in Western medicine and science. She has developed a unique approach to healing and empowering others. She knows her subject intimately. She listens mindfully and thoughtfully to each individual, cultivating the life force to help discover their bliss. And then we have Barbara Becker at www.barbarabeckerhealing.com. As a former critical care nurse, Barbara Becker understands the human body. Naturally, she is a healer and channel for God's love, light, truth, beauty, and inspiration. She considers herself a star being as well as a spiritual teacher, angel, author, communicator, angel communicator, Reiki master, and teacher of traditional spiritual Tai Chi. Her mission is to bring more love, compassion to the world, and her book gives examples of this, of disease and conditions that have been removed from people's bodies, including the reversal of death. And I apologize to you guys because right now, literally, it's sprinkling here in Sedona, Arizona, a place where it's supposed to be a vacation resort area, and it's very cloudy, and my sinuses are going nuts right now. So if you can't understand some of this stuff, you can just go to spiritualimageproductions.com, and for one thing, just sign up for the newsletter, and that'll keep you abreast of everything that's happening with Andrew Aloha, myself, and I in Spiritual Image Productions. And then also, on the left-hand side, there's a link that says Intimacy, Tantra, and Relationships Psychically Fulfilled. If you click on that link, that will give you all the information of tonight's talent and tonight's underwriters that are supporting the show. And then we also have Jim Hamilton at www.coralresonance.com. Author and entrepreneur Jim Hamilton unlocks the secrets of true success and introduces clients to new levels of success, unlimited abundance, and access to innate guidance. He says success begins to show up in synchronicities, fortuitous circumstances, and a steady progression of naturally unfolding events that indicate one's alignment with the fundamental truth of one's nature as it relates to the cosmos. He introduces Core Resonance System's ultimate personal performance as a technology designed to release limiting beliefs and value that block our ability to allow innate intelligence to express through us. Now, just to let you know, I have been doing some sessions with Jim for the last few weeks in a row, and I'm not 100% with the system yet, but right now it's pointing to the fact that maybe there's something to it. I'm not sure exactly what its potential is, but there's some interesting stuff that's been coming out of this. So right now I'm just still observing, still in beta testing to see what its abilities are. I'm pretty sure that it has some potential, but I just don't know all its potential yet. I'm still trying to define the boundaries, the potential for it as we speak. So anyhow, we also have a Life Source at www.lifesourcefusion.com. A few years ago, CEO Lee Arison of Life Source realized the importance of quantum technology and began designing and building his own quantum generator of energy-infused crystals and essential oils. Later, his father-in-law, Alexander, who works with the Russian space program, reported that Life Source quantum-infused stones had distinguished electromagnetic polarity and could not explain why the human body was reacting the way it was to the infused stones with such profound results. Today, Life Source continues to create new advanced quantum technologies that benefit the energy of the human body. And finally, we do have Sedona Vortex Tours at www.sedonavortextours.com. Sedona Vortex Tours' intentions are to provide the means for you to connect with your higher self or source on a daily basis. Your tour will be catered to your physical capacity and interests. You will be picked up and dropped off at your place of lodging in a comfortable van with large windows. You will also be taken to the sacred vortexes to spend some time in their energies, resting, walking, and or hiking in them. And then you will also be guided to and taught to what generates these vortexes, what makes Sedona so unique, and most importantly, how to experience deep healing and transformation in the present. So I want to thank, again, all of you for being here tonight for tonight's show. And there's plenty of time to get a reading if you want to do a reading. All you have to do is just raise your hand and go from there. So in the meantime, what we're going to do right now is just go over Gabrielle Moore's article entitled 12 Nights of Passion, and then we'll review it. If you guys have any questions around that, of course we can talk about that. Or if you just want to do a reading, do a session with us, then you'll want to call in and raise your hand so we can do that. So anyhow, 12 Nights of Passion, a sex game to be carried out in days by Gabrielle Moore. Sex games, and right now it's not. I'm not the best person to be reading this because my sinuses are going crazy, but that's besides the point. We're just going to go with it. Sex games can be as easy or as complicated as you want them to be. There are those who just where you just whip out a sex game board and be done with it in a few minutes. Nothing wrong with that, but there are also those that take some time in its execution. Your sex life should never be a routine. It's why it's important to engage in both simple and more complex sex games. One benefit of the latter is that the longer you delay actual lovemaking, the hotter you guys are by that time. The 12 Nights of Passion, this sex game is, it's a sex game. I thought it was just a series of suggestions. But anyhow, this sex game is designed for super extended foreplay. The goal is to reach the 12th night without having intercourse, making the 12th night one of intense passion. Here's a sample outline of how you can use it. Beware before you do have intercourse. You must be ready to pay up for all the expectancies that you created. You know how to give her the best organs of her life. Go to you can go to if you go to spiritualproduction.com, there's a link there that you can tap into that. But anyhow, towards the bottom on the right hand side. The first night, on the first night of this sex game called 12 Nights of Passion, have a romantic dinner either at home or a fantasy restaurant while dining, playing footsie, and indulging in a little bit of groping underneath the table. The second night, you sprinkle red roses in bed, light some candles, and play some soft music, and then just cuddle with each other until you fall asleep. The third night, okay. Now I'm gonna give you guys a guess. What do you guys think the third night encompasses?
Eating strawberries with chocolate.
Strawberries with chocolate.
Something with eating.
Okay. And area code 937. We're going to talk to you here in a second if you want to, and of course 928 if you have a question. We will be talking. Well, it's playing strip poker, and once all you or your partner's clothes are off, engage in a little dry rubbing, but that's it. Don't engage in having sex. And then the fourth night, what do you guys think the fourth night consists of? Come on, you guys. You guys.
Undressing each other in bed. I'm in bed.
Okay, one person at a time. I can't hear both of you. Go ahead. What are you?
I'm saying like a couple in bed, but it's just like cuddling, but that's as close as that you can go, but spending a close evening like that.
No, that was the second night. They already did that one. So what's the
they've
fourth
already
night?
Done that.
Yes, they did that in the second night. You weren't listening, I think. You got to pay attention now. Otherwise you're gonna miss out on the best. Go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna give you. It's play silent dirty words. Get a pen and blank sheet of paper each. Write a dirty word or phrase on the piece of paper. Tear it off and hand it to your lover. Your lover reads it and then drops it in a bowl. Now it's her turn to write another dirty word or phrase and hand it off to you. Do not talk in between this exercise. Just write, show the words, and that's it. The loser is the one who runs out of dirty words first. You will notice that at the end of this exercise, you guys have just collected a bowl of dirty phrases you can use for a future game. After the game has ended, laugh it off, have a bowl of ice cream and or something, and then, of course, go to bed. No hanky-panky. Thank you very much. Okay. So, now the fifth night. What do you think the fifth night encompasses?
Massage.
Massage? Okay, I tell you what, we're going to go like this. Area code 937. Aloha, you're on the air.
Hello, hi.
Yes, who are we speaking to?
This is Sandy.
Sandy, have you been on our show before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and did we do a reading for you?
Yeah, it's been a while back.
Okay, and how did you like the reading?
Oh, I loved it. That's the reason why I'm calling in now.
That's
because
what I figured.
loved it. Yes.
Go ahead. So now, Sandy, where are you from, and where are you located at, and how did you hear about it initially?
Just going through Blog Talk.
Okay.
I found the show.
Okay,
and I follow you at times. Whenever I see that you're on, I love to listen to you, so I decided to call in since
awesome.
It's been a while. Not Ohio.
Thank you. So, Sandy, right now we're going over a game called 12 Passions. I don't know if you've heard all this so far or not, but we're reading. The whole idea is that there's 12 nights of things that you do, and you refrain from having sex at all until after the 12th night. So right now we're in the fifth night, and I'd like you to guess what would take place on the fifth night. What do you think would happen on the fifth night?
Romantic snack in bed.
Oh, you know what? They haven't talked about that one. That's a good one. No, that's not it. And maybe that will be in the future one. But anybody else? I want to guess on that. Okay, so we're just going to go into it's a plain sexy twister. Take out the twister mat or board and play a traditional game of twister naked. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the sixth night, Sandy, what do you think would happen on the sixth night?
Wow, I'll stick with my snacks.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else want to give it a guess?
I would say teasing.
Or body paint.
Oh, body paint, that's a good one. Anybody else?
If it was body paint or chocolate body paint.
Ooh, body paint
with
cacao.
Food.
I like that one. And then you just lick it all off. I like it. That's a good one. Okay, well, the sixth night, it's the sixth day. Give yourself a little bit of a reprieve from engaging in some hot oral sex. Hey, that's cheating. That's still sex. Duh. You can bring each other to a climax, but do not engage in intercourse. Well, that's still the same as sex. That's cheating. While engaging in oral sex, make sure you avoid the most common mistakes. Learn proper techniques to satisfy your lover. And again, if you want to learn some of these techniques, go to spiritualnessproductions.com. On the right-hand side, there's a link for Gabrielle Moore at the very bottom, and you can just click on that. Anyhow, the seventh night. Okay, go ahead. Who wants to give a guess for the seventh night? What happens on the seventh night?
Edible underwear.
What's that?
I said edible underwear.
Oh, now that's interesting. Go ahead, Amanda.
I'm seeing some sort of fantasy story. Write a fantasy story or a really fun love letter to your partner.
Oh, doing like some kind of like a fantasy acting out type of thing, but you don't have intercourse.
yeah, and it's just something with lots of creativity and lots of juiciness.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that. That's a good idea. Laura, you got a guess for that? Laura, are you with us? Can't hear her. How about you, Mica?
I had it on mute.
Oh, no
Sorry,
wonder. Go ahead.
outside noises. Yes, I'm talking to myself. I said that's what we call role play. So this is where you might make up a little game of master and servant, or French maid and owner of the mansion, or she's the the CEO and he's like the the secretary. So you can do role reversals kind of thing. So
okay. So we already talked about role reversal, but you gave it more definition. You defined it even more concretely in terms of what things we can do. Okay, good. Go ahead, Mica. What do you think? So the seventh night thing would be?
I think maybe it would be pleasing each other at the same time.
Doing what?
Like pleasing each other at the same time, the old 69.
Oh no! Well, no, that was the sixth night. I don't think you were paying attention.
Oh, they did
now.
that. They did both at the same. Oh, okay. I thought it was just one at a time.
Yeah, that was the night before. That oral sex was the night before. But to me, that's still cheating because oral sex is still sex. But that's besides the point. So, okay. So anyhow, the seventh night is accidentally leave out some adult-rated reading material for your lover to see and glance over. Make sure the erotica is hot enough to really bring about lust in your partner when she asks you about it. Feign innocent. Aha, that's a good one. Okay, so now that would be really hard. I bet. I mean, if I left out now, if you're think about this. If you are in your sixth night, you've chosen to abstain for 12 nights. You're in your sixth night, and you've already done all these little things, these little ploys, these little games, and you're now in your sixth night. And I've left a copy of Playgirl in the bathroom, and right before you went to the bathroom, what would happen? Thank you very much. Okay. So anyhow, the eighth night. What would happen on the eighth night? Okay, Sandy, what do you think would happen on the eighth night? Go ahead.
Eighth night. Gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss.
Okay, that's okay.
Let Gabrielle Moore tell us how creative she is. So don't keep us guessing.
No. I think this is funner because then there's some extra ideas that she hasn't included.
That was kind of interesting. It's from oral, O-R-A-L, to oral, A-U-R-A-L, from the ears. So you go from a physical thing back to a mental thing, and then I would go back to role play again. That's got to be somewhere.
I have an idea.
Okay,
I have
go ahead.
one that came. I would say a bubble bath.
That one hasn't been included yet. That's a good idea. Who's that, Mica?
Or the lotions.
Mica. Yeah, bubble bath and washing each other.
Okay. Anybody else have an idea for the eighth night?
It's Amanda here, and I'm seeing some sort of I don't know. It's like a dancing and almost like a lap dancing, or but like touching. Have we done massage?
Oh, good guess. Give each other a sexual massage. Be naughty and daring, but do not engage in lovemaking. You engage in oral pleasure, but do not point but not to the point of bringing on a climax. Okay, so now earlier they said do oral sex, but it didn't say that you could or not have an orgasm. And in this case, they're saying you can engage in oral sex again, but this time they're saying do not to the point of orgasm. So I don't know, I think this is getting a little bit cheesy, but that's besides the point. Okay, anybody else?
I think they needed to give you a break. I think it was nice to have a little release and so you don't burst before you get to 12.
Okay, so the ninth night. We're now into the ninth night. Anybody want to guess what's going to happen on the ninth night?
Menage a trois. No,
you can't cheat. Cut it out. You have to be honest now. Okay, Okay, anybody else want to guess?
I would say tying up each other.
Oh, now
holding
that
each
would
other.
be fun. That would be interesting, huh? And and now for the woman, I don't know. She probably would orgasm on the spot. I don't know, but and then you would tickle the partner with a feather or something like that. That would drive you crazy, huh?
Or even have food and have them taste the food, and yeah.
Oh my God, that would be okay. That would be.
I was thinking about archetypes, like acting out sort of a fantasy of your favorite actress or your actor or some sort of role
but we already did that. That was part that we already talked about that one. That was like with the seventh night.
Oh, is that one covered? Well, the thing the message I'm getting is when I was thinking about the oral sex, the thing I was hearing was it was oral, but it was words, it was voices.
Oh, now that's an interesting one. We've done phone sex, haven't we? Oh, that's interesting. Doing not oral sex, but aura sex. Huh?
Yeah,
I never thought about that one. Literally massaging somebody's aura with your tongue and having them have a climax by massaging their aura with your tongue. That would be interesting. Wow, that would be powerful. But anyhow, so the ninth night would be to give your partner a call at an odd hour of the day, say 2 p.m. or whenever she least expects it, and then engage in some phone sex. Don't go too far. Just get each other excited. After that, you probably dialed the wrong number and hung up, or change your voice to normal and simply say, "Love you, honey. See you tonight for dinner," and then hang up. Huh, that's an interesting one. Wow. By time, are you kidding? By the time you get to the 12th night, these people would be like completely madly jumping each other's bones. But that's one. Okay, anybody want to give a guess for the 10th night? What would happen on the 10th night?
Sexy notes everywhere.
Doing what?
Leaving sexy notes everywhere.
Now, they did say putting naughty words into a bowl. I'm not sure if that would qualify as the same thing, but it's close. Okay, anybody else?
I would say having dinner nude and feeding each other.
What?
To have dinner nude by candlelight and feeding each other.
Oh, man, I love that idea. That's awesome. I want to do that one. Okay, anybody else?
Well, I still got to have like the tying one of the partners up, and then maybe like feeding them or tickling them with ostrich feathers or something like that. You know.
We already did that one earlier. Earlier, somebody already mentioned that, so that one's already covered.
Yeah, but it's not on their list though.
No, it's not on their list.
I've been writing these things down. Yeah, so that's got to come up sometime.
Okay, I take it back. The 11th night. Send naughty messages to your lover all throughout the day. Send a joke via SMS, and email a long, dirty joke and others. By the time you see each other tonight, pretend like nothing happened. I think that is cheesy compared to the one you just said. I think tying each other up is even better. But anyhow, the 12th night is to shoot a short erotic video of yourself. Don't go all the way. Instead, now that's a good one. Do a porn video, or do a erotic video, or do a tantric video. That would be interesting. Instead at the end of the video, look into the camera and tell your lover where you should meet tonight. You can be a motel. Oh, that would be a good one. It can be at a motel, hotel, or your own bedroom, dressed up in fancy outfit. The minute your lover enters the location, you indicated on the video, you jump their bones like no tomorrow. No, it says, do not engage in foreplay whatsoever. After all these days, your pent-up passions will be enough for one of the hottest moments of your life. I think so. The 12 Nights of Passion is designed to bring about so many things in your relationship. It's a sex game of creativity and control. It's also a real goal to make each day a heightened sexual pleasure. A day of heightened sexual pleasure and longing for each other. Can you imagine how you guys will come together by the 12th night after all the waiting and sexual highs and lows? Give this extended sex game a try, and be sure to do it more than once a year. I definitely agree with that, 100%. Now, Now, Amanda, I think you're the only one on the panel. I'm not sure, and I do want to give a shout out to Aloha Jay. Thank you for stopping by. You're the only one that on the panel that I know of that's married. Now, what do you think would happen if you and your partner would do this?
Well, I was trying to think of myself and my husband, Steve, going through this, but it's definitely that kind of participation. I remember Steve and I, my husband's from America, I'm English, and trying to build our life together. We met in Bali 6 years ago, and therefore we've had to go through Skype calls, emails.
Can you put your mic mouth over the mic so we can hear you, please?
Can you hear me better, Andrew?
Okay, go ahead.
Hi. Can you hear me fine?
Yes, thank you.
And I remember having a long-distance relationship with my husband, and that's how we would communicate. We would send each other emails and would write short stories to him. I would write like fantasy stories, and it was just something playful, but it definitely kept things moving along and kept interest.
No, I hear you, and I mean, some of the most hottest interludes that I've had with women have been literally a cybernet, and I guess because there wasn't all the physical complications and all the other complications that you have, but like when was it, about 2 years ago, I had this whole thing with this airline stewardess out of the east somewhere, and so that was pretty heated. And even though we weren't in the same physical room, it was actually pretty passionate. But now let me ask you this: well, number one, do you think your partner would agree to this? And number two, if you did follow through with this, how do you think the outcome would be for you?
Is that to me again, Andrew?
Yes.
And what do you mean, follow through with these 12?
Yeah, well, that or similar. Because tonight, what I wasn't expecting is some other ideas came out of this that I wasn't thinking about, and I think they could be easily replaced or implemented as part of the program. I think by far it wouldn't hurt to put some of those additional steps or just replace them with some of the other parts of it as well. I think which would work
I agree.
Well or better.
I think the ladies came up with some amazing solutions because some of the options were very similar to previous ones. My husband has, I think it's a condition called ADHD, so he nights. It would be too much going on, too exciting, too much frustration. So you wouldn't even make it to you wouldn't even make it to the 12th night. You would only make it to about the 5th or 6th, and then that's it. That's all she wrote, huh? He would be. Okay, you're cutting out for some reason, Amanda. I don't know what's going on, but go ahead. I know we've got a storm that's hitting the side of the house. So can you hear me now? Yeah. He would be. Yeah, you're still cutting out.
I think you're not supposed to talk about him. I think that's why he's cutting down. He doesn't want you to talk about him.
I'm trying to be honest and in my integrity.
Yeah. It's one of those subliminal things. Okay, fine. Okay, Mica, what do you think? If you were with a partner and you did this what would the outcome be for you?
I think it would be very exciting, and it would really arousing because it would be something to look forward to, knowing that both partners are putting that intention to do something fun and playful, and just to see how each experience is going to make you feel each night. Like, I would be anticipating the experience every night, and it would be something, different and playful and fun.
Okay. Laurie, go ahead.
Well, I haven't been in partnership for a while, and I really like how they broke this down into some very creative pieces where that it's not. I guess what they're teaching people is to get out of the fundamentals of just having penetration sex and getting into something and looking at sex from a larger perspective, that it can be a romantic dinner. It can be having fun and doing strip poker. You can be asking for what you want. You're learning how to talk dirty. A lot of people have issues around that. So I look at these things as a training. It's a very sneaky way to train people how to be more creative and inventive in bed, thus get out of the routine and habit that makes sex awful for many people because it's rote and routine, dull and boring.
And that's a good point, Laura. And that's exactly. I think that a lot of people get caught up in is routine in their sexual habits, and which makes it boring and or dull and whatever. But for a while it might be okay. But for if it goes on for on and on and on forever and ever, amen, then it could be really boring and really dull and really just annoying or whatever. I don't know, but that's a very good point. So,
and the other thing, I just want to throw something else in, is that they're getting people out of the idea that sex has to culminate in orgasm. Sex has to culminate and be defined by penetration. So here you're having things, and also learning how to build, which goes back to the Tantric belief system, is that you build energy. You're stretching your energetic container for pleasure and sensuality, rather than just giving it to, scratching that itch and it's over and done, and then everybody rolls over and goes to sleep, but they're not satisfied or fulfilled. And this is another way to get people to get out of that routine and habit and myth that was kind of brought up with that, and that penetration sex is the end, at least for heterosexuals, end all do all be all.
Got it. So now, and that's a good point. Is that another good point you bring up, Laura, is that sex is not just penetration. Sex is fantasy, is touch, feeling, it's taste, it's role playing. I mean, it's so many things than just penetration and orgasm. And people don't understand that and get that. And it's an art. If being a lover is literally an art, and if you don't know how to be a lover, then maybe you might want to give it a try and you see what happens. Your experiences, your perceptions might be so much more broadened and so much expanded that you might be blown away from it just by giving yourself that opportunity to be able to do that. Absolutely. So now I think what I want to do, I'm not sure again how everything's going right now, but what I want to do is, Sandy, we're going to play some music, if you're okay with that. We're going to play Starlight by Thunderbeat from our album Cosmic Dream, and we're going to send out some love, blessings, healings, angels of light and love. Who would you like to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light and love to right now, Sandy?
The guy I would like to send it out to?
Yeah, who would you like to send love, blessings, healings, angels of light and love to right now?
Dan.
Dan. Okay, anybody else?
Well, I would say to my son, because I know they're having problems.
Okay. Anybody else?
How about the whole Army?
The Army? Okay. Okay.
All
the
our
Army?
armed forces are out
the
there
military?
and feeling, yes.
Okay. Okay. So all the soldiers out there, all the military out there on the planet, especially the ones in need.
Yes.
Anybody else?
I think that's.
You're good with that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, anybody else want to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light and love to right now? Mica, Amanda, Laurie?
No.
Okay. So let's just send out some love, blessings, healings, angels of light, love to all the people here on the phone lines, in the chat room, all our family and friends. And, of course, I always got to send out love, blessings, healings, angels of light, love to my car, to my place of residence, and to, of course, to all my family and friends, to the President of the United States and all his family, to all the kids, to all the animals, to all the plants on the planet, especially the ones in need and concern, and then to anybody else in need and concern. So we're going to be back. We're going to play Starlight from Thunderbeat's album Cosmic Dream, and then we will be back to finish up this second half of the show. And we're back. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Sedona, Arizona, with Spiritual Image Productions on BlogTalkRadio and FreeConferencing.com, establishing and maintaining right relationships to human values. Tonight we're with the Intimacy, Tantra, and Relationships Psychically Fulfilled. We have Lorae Lauritch out of San Francisco, California. We have Mica Monet out of Sedona, Arizona, and Amanda Romania out of Sedona, Arizona. Tonight we've been talking about a game called 12 Nights of Passion by an article by Gabrielle Moore that you can find on literally Google online, or just go to Spiritual Image Productions spiritualimageproductions.com. On the right hand side towards the bottom, you'll see a link for her website. But anyhow, right now we also have Sandy. I apologize, Sandy. Where did you tell me you were from? You were located at?
Ohio.
So, Sandy, you've been participating with our conversation, and I want to thank you for that. And now we're at the point where we're going to be doing a session with you. You said you had a reading with us, a year ago, several months ago?
Yeah, it's been quite a while ago.
Okay, and your reading, you liked the reading, and so you're back for some more. And so now, what do you have a particular question, or what's going on with you?
Well, I seen it was relationships, so that's what I want to know about. What do you see for love coming up for me? When am I going to have the intimacy that you were talking about?
What? you want to have intimacy? Why? I don't understand.
Gosh, it just sounds so great. Been single for quite a while.
You like making love, do you? You like having a lover, do you? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go like this. First of all, Lorae, you want to go ahead and start this off and just kind of get an assessment in terms of what's going on with Sandy. What's it going to take for her to even get involved with someone if she wants to be involved with someone, and without any psychic intuition coming through or any psychic coming through for now. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay. So I guess I look at relationships as just not something that's sexual or friendship or someone to be the other half.
Hang on, Lorae. Sandy, can you hear Lorae? Are you okay?
She's a little faint, but I can still hear.
Okay, is it better? I'll put the microphone closer to my mouth.
Yeah, better thing.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I was saying that I think people approach relationships as looking for someone to complete them, but my take is that relationships should be about someone to help us grow on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level. And I think a lot of people don't perceive it that way. And we're also looking for someone to complete us as opposed to, well, I've been working on myself for a long time, and I would like someone to assist me in this process as opposed to someone to help complete me. So that's another kind of, I look at erroneous thinking that's kind of out there. So, Sandra, what have you been doing in maybe the downtime to work on yourself, or have you been or have you not been doing it? And maybe if you haven't, then we can recommend some things to start. So I'll just throw that question out there.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on myself. I had some issues that I had to get over with. My first one was my ex drank, and that I first seen men drinking as, mine was an alcoholic. Did not work, could not do anything after that. I had to get over the issue that you can have a beer, you can have a drink, but you're not an alcoholic. Not all men are alcoholics. Mm-hmm. So I've worked on that issue. I've cleaned out my stuff to make room. I've worked on myself that, I can be by myself. Having a man is not mandatory. It's something that I want right now. I don't need a man to support me. I can support myself. But I want that loving relationship again.
Okay. Some of the things, and it sounds like you've been listening to the program in the past, and you've cleaned out your closet, so you're making room for somebody. Have you made a list of who that desirable person is that you'd like to, send to the universe and say, I'm putting in my order, fulfill it for me? How you're going to do that, I have no idea, but this is I want someone, with intellectual capacity. I want someone who's funny. I want someone who is, mentally, emotionally stable. Someone that, has done their inner work and that can meet me on the level that I'm at. Someone who's looking to, support, and we can support each other. So have you made like a list and actually written that down?
Yes, I have.
Okay, great.
Yes.
And some of I've brought this up in the past, but I don't know if anyone's ever worked on it. So there's some tantric things that you can do. And when you work with sex magic, you can do your self-pleasuring ritual, and you can maybe distill that list down to something that would be a symbol, or you could just have that list in front of you. So when you have your orgasm, right at that moment of release, you can imagine that the energy is moving out of your body and into that list to really magnify it, to charge it, and to bring it about quicker. So I don't know if that would be one of these other non-physical things that you can do, but using sexual energy to bring about that, attracting that man into your life. And that way, one, you're fulfilling yourself by doing something really good hormonally and pleasure-wise, alchemically with the pineal gland and things, but you're also then playing with the energy of manifestation and creation to supercharge your desire for the best possible outcome.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about that. I just figured the way I always looked about that is that if I always figure men do this anyways about all the, movie stars or the women in Playboy magazines or, any of this stuff. And I figured, they're not manifesting that. So, why would that work?
Well, but this is your manifestation. You don't have to know what he looks like, but you want to charge those qualities. Let's say he has to have a certain intellectual capacity.
Okay.
Right. He has to have financial stability. He has to have, X, Y, Z. So one of my criteria is I would love to have a partner who's as tall as I am or taller than me. All of my ex-partners were shorter. So this time, no, I don't want a shorter man in my life. I want somebody, I can look up to, quote unquote. I want someone who's smart. I want someone who has financial, like I said, financial stability. I want someone who is funny. Some men are very sober and they I want someone who can turn off sports, and he may like sports, but that's not his life. So those are things that you might want to again really think about. But as I said, they're on your piece of paper, and you just have that paper as this is kind of like the starting point, and the universe can take care of it. But I want to really put in my fast track order to the universe. So the more that you keep charging it with your orgasm, your juiciness, your female Shakti, it's going to make it happen quicker. So that's the sexual magic.
Again, Sandy, hang on a second, Lori. Sandy, we're talking about manifestation at this point, and there's a number of ways of doing this. There's lots of ways you can do this, and this is one of them. And I'm pretty sure that there's a level of success that you have with this. It just depends on your intentions and your follow through with it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Well, okay. I called up on the angels, and I said, try to, for, this guy that I am interested in, is like put my name into, his head or whatever. Well, then I noticed there was Hurricane Sandy, and then there was Sandy Hook, and then there was it's like, oh my gosh, what I do,
Yeah, well, you did.
Yeah, I've talked to angels and done, done different things.
There's nothing wrong with manifesting, and that's actually a good intention for the most part. But you also got to take into consideration the outcomes of those manifestations. And you're right. Hurricane Sandy comes through, and all this other stuff comes through. A few weeks ago, I was at a meditation group, and everybody was going, well, we want some rain. We want it now. And guess what happened, Sandy? About a couple days later, they had a huge fire, in Prescott, here nearby, and several firefighters got killed, 18 people, and then finally the rain came in. So, they were wanting something to manifest, but were their intentions pure? I don't know. If they weren't pure, then, who knows what all factors could be concerning all this. But one of the firefighters did remain, was still alive, but 18 of them got killed in that process. So there's nothing wrong with manifesting. Again, your intentions behind it is what makes the difference. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sure does.
Okay. And again, if you, like you said, you wanted the universe to infringe upon your partner, this guy's life, and put your name in his mind. And literally, that's exactly what happened. It sounds like to me, but not in a way that was very, very well helpful to some people, because obviously there's a path of destruction that took place because of that. And I'm not saying that you caused that hurricane, but there's all kinds of factors to consider. But you do want to be careful with some infringing upon people's free will. So instead of infringing upon somebody's free will, then what you want to do is attract somebody to you and maybe he might not even be the guy that's right for you right now. And there might be another guy out there that's much better, much more humorous, just much more compatible for you. And if you connect, if you attract this person into your life, and this person may even be in your life, you just have to keep going with attraction. Then that might even be better for you anyhow. Does that make sense to you?
Sure does.
And then
Thank you.
Now doing the sex magic that Lori's talking about is a good way of doing that if you can follow through with that. If that makes any sense.
Right. Yes.
Go ahead, Lori. Anything more you got for that? Go ahead.
No, I think that's good. I think maybe some more intuitive things from Mica and Amanda.
Okay, so I want to go like this. Mica, go ahead and if you can talk to Sandy about her next lover or work with her next lover, however you want to do it. Go ahead.
Sure. Hi, Sandy. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. I tune in a lot to energy and vibration and things of that sort, and I'm just going to go I go right to the point of what I see and what I pick up, and I want to ask you, and I'm doing this in a loving way. What are you upset and angry about?
Oh, gosh. Well, I can name probably two right off the top of my head. One is when I was younger, my dad had raped me. So that sort of put a damper on my life. So I've tried the forgiveness thing with him. Like my ex-husband that was drunk and in jail and all this kind of stuff. He seems to, he's got someone there to love and to be with, and that takes care of him. And it's like I went through the why me.
Which is natural.
Thing. Yeah.
It's a natural thing, Sandy. Absolutely it is. Go ahead.
Yes, because what I'm sensing and picking up and what I hear in your voice is that you're upset and you're angry, and you have every right to be upset and angry. And you might want to consider going back and doing some child work where you express that in your vision or with your child to your father, and release that and clear that and really come to a place of peace and understanding and finding how you manifested this in your life and created it for your own purpose and for your own soul growth and learning here. Even the most difficult things we go through is some of our greatest lessons, and make us who we are today and teach us about compassion. And the reason I bring this up is because a man can sense when a woman's angry a mile away. And a man is attracted to a woman that is in a space of love and playfulness. And it's about for you to release that and clear that so you can really be in a genuine place of love instead of frustrated and upset that you didn't get the love that you needed.
Right. I understand that.
Does that make sense to you, Sandy, that you're probably going to be a lot more attractive if you're coming from a place of love and compassion and really appreciating people in your life, appreciating yourself in life, rather than coming from a place of anger. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yes. That.
And Andrew, I don't think she's really realizing that. A lot of times things are in our subconscious, and it is energetically playing out, and we don't even realize it at times or understand it. But I sense it and heard it in your voice, and because I tune into things like that, and I feel it. And to really get in touch with that and express it and drum it or dance it and release it. And you have every right to feel the way you feel and to support yourself and love yourself for feeling the way you're feeling. And get it out of your system and accept it and be with it so you can move to the next phase of true love and feeling it and feeling it for yourself and giving that little girl and giving you that loving feeling and giving yourself that love. And then you'll be vibrating love and attract love to you, because it's really about our vibration and what we're vibrating that attracts that to us.
Speaking of vibrating, Sandy, do you have a vibrator?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding you, but most women do. But that's fun. But what I want to say, Sandy, is Mica is absolutely correct in that there's no, and I, even before she said anything, I already knew there was some stuff that you had to clear from your past in order to move on to your future.
Okay.
And so there's nothing wrong with you being angry and shameful and guilty of all this, but Sandy, move on. Move on. I give you permission to do that. I give you permission to move on and move forward. You let go. You want to let it go. You don't want to hang on to that past, because it's like Mica said, it's always going to be there, getting in the way of your relationship and life status. So you want to definitely let that go. Now, another thing to consider is a few weeks ago, I went to a UFO Congress up in Fountain Hills in Phoenix, Arizona area, and a woman by the name of Dolores Cannon, who I'll be interviewing in December, came forward and said, there's a lot of people that are highly evolved beings, and I'm not saying that you are or not, Sandy, but my guess is that you are. But what's happening is a lot of beings right now are going to be moving forward and moving on into other planetary systems once they get done with this lifetime, including myself, which I plan on. So now the thing is that another part of this program that may be happening, part of what happened to you as a child may have been something that has been pre-planned for the purpose of keeping you from being involved with too many people, because if you get involved with too many people, then what's going to happen is you're going to stay here. You're going to, in your next lifetime, you're going to end up staying here because of the karma that you've created from that process. So that may have been instrumental in helping you keep you away from getting involved with too many people, so that you can move forward into the next lifetime, into the next galaxy that you're going to be going to, or planet, or whatever, beyond after you move on from this lifetime. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sure does.
There's very little accidents in this universe. I mean, accidents literally that takes place in this universe are very rare, literally very rare. So everything that goes on in your life is purposeful for some reason or another. And whether you want to bring it on or another, or somebody else wants to bring something on, that's a whole different ball game. So you just work with it and try to be in harmony with it and move forward with it and move beyond it and just let some of this stuff go and just go forward. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And I just have something to add to that.
Mica.
I just want to just say you deserve love, and
absolutely.
Just know that, and just continue, just say that. And I think that's a great place to start. Is just knowing that you deserve true unconditional love.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing that I did do, and then I quit, which I think I ought to start. You get up I work third shift, so I get up during the day. So it would be, you look in the mirror like, I love you, you deserve love, and I am love. And that's what I would say every morning. And then I just quit. So I think I need to start that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
I would
place
recommend
to
it.
Start. And also visit those feelings that you have really clear and have peace with your situation with your father, because it starts there, and that affects all your relationships. Yes. And we keep repeating it until we shift that energy and bring peace to it and see it from a different point of what was the person, the lesson. And maybe it's about to be in your power, learn to be in your power. But it happened for a reason, and there's nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with you.
So now, let me ask you this, Sandy, have you taken the time to write your dad a letter? Because I don't know if we talked about that last time, but have you taken the time to write your dad a letter and let him know everything, all your feelings about all this?
I've wrote him a letter, but I've never mailed it.
No, I don't want you. I don't even want you to mail it. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't think you need to. what you want to do is write, and even take that same letter. If you're comfortable with it the way that it is right now, then just go out and do a little prayer, a ritual, a ceremony around it, and then just burn it and let it go. You don't even have to mail it to them. But otherwise, I would recommend writing another one if you want to, and just telling them, I didn't appreciate you did this, and whatever the reasons were, that's your situation, and I apologize that you don't even have to apologize. Just tell them I didn't appreciate that, and then from now on, anytime we ever meet again or talk to each other again, you're only allowed to do so unless under the terms of being in right, healthy relationship with me or whatever. However you want to do that. But in fact, again, I would take that letter and then write another one if you want. But either way, I would take that letter and burn it, say a little prayer around it so that it's blessed, ask it to be blessed, and then burn it and just let it go. Just let it go, Sandy.
Fantastic. That sounds good. Yes, thank you.
I wouldn't even bother sending. Anything else, Mica? Go ahead.
That's the main thing. And if you feel that you still have it, I just, feel guided to, that's my specialty is working in that. And if you felt guided or wanted me to work with you, I could work with you on a donation, like by a donation to help you clear that, to do a session. That's what I'm feeling called to offer you. Because I really am here to help shift people, so they can feel love and feel deserving of love. Fantastic.
Yes.
Now, if Sandy wants to get hold of you, how does she do that? How does she do that, Mica?
My website is loveiswithin, LOVEISWITHIN, and my number is 949-212-4411, and you can either call me or text me or
email her.
4411 is the last of it. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Now, Laurie, if she wants to get hold of you, how does she do that? Go ahead.
Well, my cell is 415-505-7230. Website is femininewisdom.com. And email is love@femininewisdom.com.
Very good. And then Amanda, if she wants to, and we're not through with you yet, Sandy, because we're going to go forward with Amanda. But Amanda, if she wants to get hold of you, how does she do that? Go ahead.
Hi, Sandy. You can reach me on www.amandaromania.com or at amanda@amandaromania.com, and my cell number is 541-968-8883, and you can also find my book on Amazon. It's called Akashic Therapy.
Which we are, and just to let you know, we're going to be bringing in Amanda for an interview on that book on the 11th of August, which is about 2 weeks, I guess. So if people want to plug into that, of course they can come back to that. So Amanda, what do you got for Sandy? Go ahead. What are you picking up with Sandy?
Sandy, you've got some great information from these guys, but I just wanted to bring through that I've done a reading for you, and I want you to know that Archangel Ariel is very much around you, and she wants to help you with this. She wants to help you spread your wings and have the courage to move forward. And Archangel Raziel is working with you to really work on your clairvoyance and your intuition. So you may find that this is a change when you're going through your journey alone, and that you're experiencing things where you feel that this is a new adventure for you. But I want you to know that if you shift and change your frequency, that is because the new partner that is coming towards you will be in that new frequency. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much.
Okay. And they're telling me that this situation is very much about old past life contracts that are about aloneness, thinking that you're ordinary, and thinking that you have to cling to the past. You don't have to do that anymore. This is your time, and the card that they're showing me is the card of understanding that you are a small bird. You're beautiful, almost like a hummingbird, and you're ready to come out of that cage so that your energy is ready to soar. You've got a lot of guides, a lot of angels that really want to help you bring more of that love and light forward. But they ask you to receive it, be ready to receive. And when you said, I am love and I am receiving love, that really resonated with me, and I got goosebumps, because going through those rituals, those messages, yes, you need an element of patience. They're telling me this doesn't happen exactly overnight, but they do give me success. They're showing me this tiger and celebration. So I do see positive things coming for you as you really step forward on your journey. But it's letting go of the past. And the fact that you can come on this radio show and share yourself and share the things that you've gone through, I think will be inspiring for other people, the way that you've moved through this and you've brought yourself with such grace. I think it's really inspiring.
Absolutely, and that's such a good point, Amanda. By coming on here and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and sharing with us, as you have been doing, Sandy, is allowing other people just like you to learn from this, and assumably further down the road, they too can be able to help themselves because of it. So I want to thank you for being here and sharing this with us. I appreciate that.
And know that those old contracts of past lives, and this is something perhaps you can work on as well with Mica, but those old past life contracts of being alone and being ordinary, they've got to go. They've got to go, because that's not how it is in this lifetime for you.
No, I do want to give a shout-out to Blues Unchained. Thank you for being here and coming by. And then also 661, area code 661, you're next in line, so we're going to be getting to you here in a minute or so. So any other questions you have with that, Sandy, at this point?
Oh, no. Yeah, you all have been fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
I feel that this has basically been released. I mean,
good.
It just felt good to talk to someone and someone explain to me and do everything. You have done fantastic work with me, so I appreciate everything you have done.
I will tell. I don't really do this, but I think maybe I need to start doing that, because a lot of people don't come on here and have the same kind of results that you have, but other people don't get to hear about that because there's not a place for them to go to. But now that I think about it, if you can get a chance to go to Andrew Aloha's fan page, I don't know if you do Facebook or not, but if you do Facebook, then if you can go to Andrew Aloha's fan page, literally, if you go to spiritualimageproductions.com on the right-hand side, there's a little icon for Facebook. Just click on that and sign into your Facebook, and just give a little testimonial about that, so that other people can understand that. So maybe other people will be able to benefit from that as well. So that would be helpful. Thank you very much.
Oh, fantastic. Yes, I'd recommend Jens for anybody. So I want to thank you, and I appreciate this all so much.
Thank you, Sandy. And then, again, come back and let us know how you do whenever you get a chance. Aloha.
Sure will. Aloha. Have a great day.
So now we're going to go ahead and bring in area code 661 and work with them. We got about 50 minutes left, so we got plenty of time. So area code 661, aloha, you're on the air. Area code 661, can you hear me now? I don't know. They might be asleep or something like that. But in the meantime, let's see. We have Blues Unchained and Aloha J here. I'm not sure if they want to have. If any of you guys want to ask a question or do a session with us right now, the lines are open, and you can come and let us know. If you want to do something like that. But let me try one more time. I'm not sure if this person. Aloha. Well, hang on a second. Try this again. Aloha, area code 661. You're on the air. So it looks like they raised their hand for a question, but I'm not sure if they're wanting to ask a question or not. So we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to go like this. I'm not sure if this person wants to ask a question. Aloha, area code 928. You're on the air. Did you have a question for us? Okay, so anyhow, at this point, we're anybody else want to put anything else out there that we haven't talked about yet? Let's go like this. Amanda, what are some other we were talking about this 12 nights of passion. What are some other things that people can do that will be along those lines that would allow them to experience some passion in their life? What do you got in mind that could help with that would help other people on that?
Hi, Andrew. Well, I'm thinking about it, and what actually comes to mind is that the different ways.
You keep doing that. Every time you get ready to get to the punchline, you cut it out.
Okay, so I'm here. What comes to mind, though, is that sacred contract before anything starts. So it's almost as if drawing a circle around, say, your bedroom, your house, it really makes you feel safe. It makes you feel safe that you can expand your energy, your intimacy, your vitality, your creativity. But what I really always find is that there's a grounding cord that holds both of you together, and that it's not just some fantasy that goes on in one partner's mind, because sometimes communication can get a bit mixed up. So I think checking in with your partner, checking in with you feel safe, you feel comfortable, and that there's no vulnerable moments. Or if you have vulnerable moments, you share and you support. Did you hear me on that one?
I didn't hear the last part. Go ahead.
My insecurity and feeling confident, not feeling vulnerable.
That's such a good point, Amanda. In fact, I hadn't even thought about that, but let's do that right now. What we're going to do, we're going to do part of a Tantra session right now. All of us, we're going to do an orgy here now. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a big circle around all the people here on the phone lines, in the chat room. And for those of you in the chat room, you can participate by just putting text, writing something in text in the chat room if you want. But what we're going to do, we're putting a circle, a big, huge circle of light and love, so that it's around everybody that's here in the chat room, on the phone lines. And we're going to take I want everybody to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in the golden white Christ light in through your nose. Breathe out the negative energies from your body out of your mouth. And what we're going to do is right now, we're going to take out some of the stuff that we don't want or need in our lives, such as anger. I'm going to take out anger. Okay, I'm taking that out right now. Amanda, what would you like to take out of this circle right now?
Frustration.
Laurie, what do you want to take out of this circle right now?
Oh, I guess everybody has this, including myself. So feeling that we're not worthy of being loved.
Okay, good. That's a good one. Mica, what do you want to take out of this circle right now?
Resistance.
Uh-huh. Okay. I want to take out, and I don't know, anybody in the chat room, is anything, Aloha Jay, you want to take out anything out of here? Out of the circle? Okay, well, you can write it in the chat room if you want. So I want to take out poverty consciousness. That's what I want to take out. Go ahead, Amanda.
If it's contracts of poverty, then there's contracts of obedience.
So what do you want to take out of this?
Take out the contract of obedience. Follow your higher purpose. Follow your bliss.
Okay. So you want to take out lower ego contracts? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking that out. Mica, what do you want to take out of this right now?
I think not knowing enough. I feel that there's a part of us that feels that we need to know more, or we need to have more information or awareness, and knowing that we've arrived. But
are you talking about confusion or lack of understanding?
I just feel the same thing. There's a part of us that feels that we need to know more, learn more before we can truly be or have.
So I need you to pinpoint that down to one or two words. What do you want to take out of the circle?
Insecurity.
Okay, good. Insecurity. Laurie, what do you want to take out of the circle?
Negative sexual programming.
Oh, good. Good one. Okay, with that in mind, I'm going to take out abusiveness out of the circle. Go ahead, Amanda.
If I'm following from that, then chastity.
Chastity. Okay. Well, let me see. I don't know if this person just raised their hand. I don't know if they want to participate in this, but let's go ahead and go with it. Area code 928. Aloha, you're on the air.
Well, hello.
Yes, who are we speaking to?
This is Mac in Sedona.
Oh, I thought it was you, Mac. Mac, right now we're taking out stuff out of this. We're in a circle right now, and the whole idea is to create a safe environment, safe boundaries for everybody here in the chat rooms and in the phone lines. And so now we're taking out negative stuff out of the circle. What would you like to take out of the circle right now?
Well, there's an awful lot of emotion or energy that's associated with all these thought forms of this topic that you're on. And a lot of those thought forms are held in mass consciousness. And so I'd like to speak for mass consciousness in as much as that all the hurt that is associated with it.
You want to take out hurt out of the circle for right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Good. Mica, what do you want to take out of this circle right now?
Control.
Okay, control. Amanda, go ahead.
Fear.
Fear. Good one. Laurie, what do you want to take out of the circle right now?
This anti-ecstatic conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Anti-ecstatic conspiracy. That's a good one. I want to take out confusion. I think that's a good one. Go ahead, Amanda. What do you want to take out?
We've had negativity. We've done ego. I'll do two on the next one.
Okay, go ahead. Mica, go ahead. What do you want to take out?
Taboo.
Taboo. Okay, that's a good one. Go ahead, Laurie.
You could say lack or not being good enough.
Okay. No, I can't remember the word, but anyhow, okay, we'll leave it at that. Mac, what do you want to take out? Go ahead.
How about money?
Well, okay, let's take out money and see where that goes with us. I'm not sure anything else. Go ahead.
Control.
Control. We already said control. Go ahead. Anybody else? And conspiracy was a good one. How about no, because it's not that we need the past or the future, but because they all go in harmony. Okay, anything else anybody else wants to take out of the circle right now?
Fame.
Okay, vanity that goes along with fame. Go ahead. Anybody else?
Fame. Yeah.
Lust.
What's that? Lust. Okay, lust. Anything else?
The occult.
Occult. I'm not sure that the cult or the occult is necessarily a bad thing, but we're going to assume that any occults that are cults that don't have good intentions are taken out of the circle. How's that?
That's exactly right.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody want to take out of the circle right here, right now?
Blockages.
Blockages. Okay, good. Anything else?
Pain.
Oh, pain. Okay, that's a good one. Emotional,
We had
mental,
shame.
physical, spiritual pain. And shame, that's a good one. Anything
Judgment.
else? What's that?
Judgment.
Judgment, prejudice. I want to take out prejudice. That seems to be an ongoing cycle for me for whatever reason. Anything else?
Sadness.
Okay, now, sadness. Go ahead. And guilt. Guilt as well. Anything else?
So prejudice, misunderstanding.
Okay, misunderstanding.
Oppression.
Oppression, depression. Anything else?
Lack.
I didn't understand that.
Lack.
Lust. We did lust earlier.
Lack. No, I said lack. L-A-C-K.
Or lock.
Lack.
Lack.
Luck.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to take out bad luck.
No, lack.
You want to take out luck altogether? Jeez.
No,
Louise.
L-A-C-K.
Oh, lack. Oh, okay. Well, I want to take out bad luck anyhow, and we'll take out lack as well. Why not?
And anything that's not allowing us to fully embrace love and connection with Source.
Okay, good. Okay, so I want everybody to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in the golden white Christ light in through your nose. Breathe out all the negative energies from your body through your mouth. Now, what we're going to do is bring in the stuff that we want in our lives, that we can use, that we can benefit from. And we're going to start out simply with love. I'm bringing in love into the circle. Go ahead, Amanda.
Bliss.
Bliss. Mica?
Wholeness.
Fullness?
Wholeness.
Wholeness. Okay. Lorae?
Joy.
Joy. Mac?
Heart. That's all I'm there.
Okay, heart.
Heart energy.
Okay, heart energy. Okay, I want to bring in compassion. Go ahead, Amanda.
Balance.
Balance. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mica.
Pleasure.
Furniture. What do you mean furniture?
Pleasure.
Closure.
No, pleasure.
Wait, I can't. I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time hearing you guys. Okay. What else? Okay, I didn't understand that, but go ahead. We're just going to move on. Lori, go ahead. Go ahead. What was that again?
Pleasure, and then I'm going to add laughter.
Laughter. Oh, good one. I like it. Okay. And Mac, I guess, I don't know. Mac got bored with the game, but that's okay. Or maybe he just got kicked out. But anyhow, I want to bring in sensuality. I like that. Go ahead, Amanda.
Beauty.
Juicy.
Beauty. Juicy. Oh, juicy beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, juicy beauty. I like it. That's even better. That's even better. Okay. Mica, go ahead.
Playfulness.
Playfulness. Okay, good. Lorae?
Orgasm.
Oh, I like it. Somebody finally hit the nail on the head. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, no pun intended. I want to bring in prosperity. Okay, go ahead, Amanda.
Gratitude.
Gratitude, good. Mica.
Abundance.
Abundance, good. Lorae.
Flow.
Slow and easy. Okay. I want to bring in grace. I like that. Go ahead, Amanda.
Happiness.
Happiness. Go ahead, Mica.
Gentle.
Gentleness. Lorae.
Strength and power, though.
Good. That's a good one. I want to bring in the pureness of masculinity. That's what I want to bring in, and femininity. Go ahead, Amanda.
Friendship.
Mica.
Joy.
Lorae.
Blending or harmony. Balance.
Blending or harmony.
Yeah, or balance.
Okay, and balance we already brought in. Okay, I want to bring in, the lover. Go ahead, Amanda.
Receptivity.
Mica.
Touch.
Okay, go ahead, Lorae.
Carnal pleasure.
What kind of pleasure?
Carnal. C-A-R-N-A-L.
Carnal pleasure. Okay. I want to bring in S&M. No, I'm just kidding. Although, I mean, some people might like it, but that's fine. I want to bring in Java Love. I'm in front of Java Love right now. I want to bring in Java Love. Earlier, I talked to the owner. In fact, we're bringing him in next month for an interview. And I said, well, have you had a lot of business lately? He goes, no. So we're going to bring in Java Love to help experience this with us. Go ahead, Amanda. Trust, good. Go ahead, Mica.
Oneness and unity.
Good. Lorae?
Openness,
good. I want to bring in forgiveness. I think that's so important for people. Go ahead, Amanda.
Success.
Okay, and Mica?
Self-expression.
Okay, good. Lorae?
clear communication.
Clear communication and creativity. I want to bring in creativity along with that. Go ahead, Amanda.
Transformation.
Climax information.
Transformation.
Oh, transformation. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, and that reminds me of another one. Go ahead, Mica.
Endearment.
Endearment. Lorae?
I'll just say the senses.
Ascension?
No, senses. The five senses. Touching.
Oh, the senses. Okay, I hear it. Yeah. I want to bring in both ascension and transcendence. And not in the transcendence of dying and moving on to the next lifetime. But I mean, for a lot of people, that could be good anyhow. But transcendence in the sense of ascension or enlightenment. Go ahead, Amanda.
Awareness.
Mica?
Raising vibration and activation.
Raising vibrators. What?
Raising vibration.
Oh, vibration. Okay. Go ahead, Lorae. I can't hear you, Lorae. Go ahead.
I'm stuck here. I pass. I'll pass.
Okay.
What do you want right now?
No. Just go with the flow. Anybody else want to bring in anything else at this point?
Understanding.
Good. Mica?
Wisdom.
What's that?
Wisdom.
Okay. Weirdness. Okay. I like weirdness. Let's bring in weirdness. I like it. Okay. What else? Anything else?
Sharing.
Caring. I want to bring in caring. Go ahead, Mica. Ecstasy. Bliss. We already brought in bliss. Lorae, you got anything else you want to add to this?
Merging.
Orgies.
Merging, yeah, but you can throw in orgies as well.
I like it. Sure, why not? All right. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else wants to bring in?
Passion.
Passion, good. Anything else?
Creativity.
Creativity, we brought that in earlier. Go ahead. Anybody else?
Imagination.
Good one, imagination. Anything else? Oh, I want to bring in incredibly yummy food. I like that idea.
And listening.
And I want to bring, what's that?
Listening.
Listening, good.
And hearing, yeah.
Hearing. Amanda?
I think I'm healing.
Healing, good, good.
Healing.
And I want to bring in massage. I like that idea. Anything else? Anybody else?
Compassion.
Adventure.
Okay, we brought in compassion. And what did you say, Amanda?
Adventure.
I didn't understand it. I'm sorry.
Adventure.
Adventure.
Ascension. We brought in ascension already earlier.
Adventure. ADVENTURE. Adventure.
Oh, adventure. Would you speak English, Amanda? What the heck? Okay.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding you. I'm just kidding you. Adventure. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like. Oh, travel. Let's bring in travel. I like that. That's a good idea. Travel. Anything else?
Beauty.
Beauty and music. Well, let's put in music. Bring in music, especially some good music. Anything else?
Stillness.
And dancing.
Yeah. Well, the opposite of dancing, stillness.
Stillness. Okay. Dancing and stillness, and what else? Anything else?
Candlelight.
Intimacy and candlelight and romanticism.
Romance.
Romance.
And bubble bath.
Absolutely. Bubble bath.
Bubble
Good.
bath and water and rain.
I'm getting hungry now. What else?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. How about Taco Choco? Anything else? All right.
Sex.
Completeness. Completeness.
Oh, completeness. How about just good, yummy sex? How's that?
That's what I just said.
Okay. Anything else?
Bodies touching.
Body touching?
Hugging, embracing.
Oh, how about cuddleness and hugging
Cuddles.
and body painting? How about that?
And child play.
Okay, child play and role play.
Yeah.
Oh, discovery, exploration, creativity, lack of agenda.
Oh, sorry.
How about a menage a trois? I like it. Woo-hoo.
What about dressing up and undressing?
Oh, just the experience of the dressing part. That could be interesting. Anything else? Going once?
Courage.
What's that?
Courage.
Good. And strength. And art. What else? And photography. Hierarchy and videography. Anything else?
God's greatness.
Oh, how about God and Goddess, period, and all the saints and all the masters and saints and angels of light and love as well.
Harmony.
Harmony. I think we did harmony already, but go ahead.
Unification.
What's that?
Unification.
Invocation. How about invitation?
Yep.
Anything else?
Wisdom.
We did wisdom earlier. Okay, Laurie, Amanda, anything else?
I'm good.
Kissing.
What's that?
Kissing.
Kissing, fondling, tranquility, and sensuality we already brought in earlier. this is so amazing because all the stuff that we threw out was so much less than all the stuff we're bringing in. And isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So now what I'm going to do, what I want to do right now, I want everybody to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And those of you in the
Heart
phone line,
opening.
What's that?
Heart opening.
Heart opening. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So now what I want everybody to do is we're going to do a short meditation and allow these energies to come into the lives if they're not already here in our lives. And we're going to allow all this stuff to deepen in our lives, in our body systems, in our actions, words, and deeds. We're going to allow this to really harmonize and integrate within our body systems, within our actions, words, and deeds, within our lives, if they're not already there yet on that level. And then I think we're going to wrap it up from there. So it's about 20. We got about 22 minutes left. So I think we're going to go with that. But anyhow, we're going to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Oh, I want to bring in partnership and husband and wife and girlfriend and boyfriend and family and friends. We already did friends. I also want to bring them in as well. So, okay, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. So I'm just going to be quiet. We're going to be quiet for about 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, and just allow this to soak into your. This is going to be the enlightened form of having a group orgasm here now. Allow your body to relax. Relax your toes, calves, legs, thighs, hips, shoulders, arms, back, stomach, hands, arms, neck, facial muscles, brain, hair, head. Relax your entire body from your head down to your toes. Take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And just allow all these energies that we've brought in to just come in and experience with you, be in harmony with you, be in love with you, and be in love with them. That's what's so amazing about the lover. The lover is in love with everything around them and within them. Allow the energies to flow right through your body. Or allow the energies to integrate with your body, become part of your body, to become part of who you are now. So that tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, you will be all these things that we've brought into the circle and more. And all these things that will be taken out of the circle no longer exist as part of your life, as part of your body system, as part of your actions, words, and deeds. We are that we are that we are. Relax your mind, relax your body. Now, I want you to imagine all of us just hugging each other in one big group hug. And just allow yourself to feel that energy of that group love, group effort, group design. Literally, the circle that we're just created is by design, of our own choosing, not by somebody else. So we're here because we want to be, and the things that are in the circle are here because we want them to be here. And we're all naked, too. So there. Relax your mind, relax your body. So allow the energies to flow through your body from the earth, through your body, and out into the earth, or out into the universe. This is called the enlightened form of cuddle party. That is another one. Relax your mind, relax your body. I don't think any Tantra community, or very few of them, have ever experienced what we're doing now. It's not on the level that we're doing this now. Okay. How are you guys with that?
That felt pretty good.
It was beautiful.
Like that?
Beautiful. Thank you.
That was the more evolved version of a Tantra session. So anyhow, I want to thank all of you for being here, all of you in the chat room, and the phone line. Thank you for coming by. Have a God-Goddess weekend. Be the love that you are, always have been, always will be. Aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.